fans. I'm WXFan21, joined by the one, the only, the Aussie. What's up, Aussie?
Oh, hey. Hey. Map Rando time.
It is Map Rando time. It's always Map Rando time. Map Rando
Time
is
for
so
some
much fun. We have a
30-minute
dozen
morph
people.
action.
Where is that extra noise coming from? My bad.
That is Baron's audio.
Oh, Baron.
We're on Eddie now.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanted to make sure I wasn't hearing things. But no, we have a dozen people in this Map Rando Community Weekly. Any and all are welcome to give it a try. It is hard, tricky settings, same as the tournament. So, Baron on your left, Eddie on your right. This should be a fun restream.
Yep. So it is hard, tricky. Everyone's free to join, but it's also Map Rando, and so there is a learning curve to getting started, being able to play through these seeds. It's kind of a higher skill challenge than the dash seeds that people are running in the other tournament. Everyone here has worked hard, and we start with screw attack and a mystery amount of desync.
Baron never started his timer. Oh well.
Yeah.
I like this. Baron went to the right, immediately finds Norfair on a close map and parlor. While Eddie has made his way on over to Gauntlet, which is Green Hill Zone. Baron finding Wave Beam. This is pretty interesting to get things started.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to guess at this stream desync.
Yeah, we got this.
It doesn't really matter. Race time is the real timer. And so we have Baron in Norfair with Wave Screw, and we have Eddie in Norfair Screw heading towards Wave. Got to pick it up. So Screw attack and the Metroids. Screw can be used to bounce the Metroids around. But because this is Metroids 1, it has the lava pit. And that changes the logic on this a decent amount. You're expected to take some lava damage, and it's going to be scaled with the heat difficulty multiplier. So it turns into quite a bit of damage.
Interesting. I thought all Metroid rooms were in logic once you had Screw Attack. Or Ice Beam.
Metroid 1 also has logic regarding the lava, or the acid.
Got it.
Like, there's two components. There's the Metroids, and then only Metroids 1 has the environment damage. Actually, 4 has some Rinko logic as well, because the room is very small to maneuver, so it assumes that you're going to take some Rinko hits.
So some interesting logic here as well. Screw Attack, wanting the racers to then go get their Wave Beam, to then come all the way back to Gauntlet, to go and be able to get to the Wave Gate door. No morph balls, so it's either upper left or upper right.
Yeah. So this is before missiles, and that means you have to get the Wave Beam. And also, sometimes I like to peek the pipe tunnel item, because you can wiggle in 2 hops worth to see what type of item it is, and then wiggle out.
Oh, hello, Gravity Suit.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great find.
Early Gravity Suit once again. We see that a lot in these settings in this release of Map Rando. Baron a little bit trapped.
Yep.
Can take the reset instead of wiggling out.
Wiggle, wiggle. Ooh,
probably thinks it's a little faster. We saw the post-croc jump rim. So where the toilet is in more places, it shows you which room passes through, and if you pass directly through an item, it also tells you what item is there. So that's Morph Room with the 2 hollows. That's going to be Morph and Bomb locked.
That means Street Major is gonna be. Can't be Screw It. It can't be Speed Booster.
Yeah, it's pretty much all we know about it.
Ooh!
Both suits
Faria
found.
suit. Okay.
We're how many minutes in, and we found both suits?
It's the first time I've ever seen that. 4 minutes in, both suits found. Dataplet, you were saying what about a baby seed?
Okay, looks like we're in for a fast seed. Does matter where speed is. It can be the other side of the world. Or it can be soon. Right now it's an ammo hunt, because that was a pink door, so you can't go that way. We got Gravity Suit by coming this way, so we're going to follow Gravity into the next piece of progression.
It's nice when a map station is right there when you enter a sector.
So that is East Cack Alley on Baron's screen, and so you can't get through that without Morph either. So none of those items are available. Gravity does help with the Metroids 1, the lava logic, because you can run through it a lot faster. But we're going to go through this caution door, and then use Gravity and Screw Attack to pass through Oasis. Any
Nice
tank?
energy.
Possibly filler, possibly a sign of heat rooms coming up. Oh, and there's a map right here as well.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, a lot of heat.
Alright, Norfair. Let's see what the Norfair map looks like in this seat. Alright, Aqueduct, Major. A lot of missiles.
You can sequence break the items, but you can't get anything else around here.
That's old Mother Brain's got a hollow dot. Mickey
Left of
Mouse has a
Oasis
missile.
looks gettable.
Oh, a Turian access door. Speed Booster Highway. Yeah, I definitely think we're getting that Varia suit sooner rather than later. A lot of heated rooms for progression through Norfair.
Oh, a reset.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I thought we were going to get a snail clip.
That's what I was assuming we were going to get.
And I think, like, the item left of Oasis look gettable. So I'd expect them to both go for that. And it's probably supers. But we'll see.
Well done, Aussie.
Okay. When
Very quick to
there's
get
no
this
other
up.
choices.
Nope.
Yeah, but there's no other choices, then that's what it has to be. So Baron, kind of trailing in information, has to go down and get the map. Eddie has the map, so it gets to make the choices. And that's going to be where to take these supers. Right now, Morph is limiting a lot of the options. Before it was the ammo doors, but now we're way through the pink and the green doors.
Is there no way for the racers to get to Aqueduct? Watch that be speed.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem with Aqueduct is.
What?
I don't know why they're not going there.
No, I don't know either. We should call them up. Ring ring. Yo racers, this is comms. Why you no go Aqueduct? The people want to know.
Like, one thought is that there's no way to get your health back. And if you go down and can't farm, then there's no way back. Yeah, they're being honest to the logic, of course.
Honestly, I tried one of these seeds out the other day. I could not do that up to gauntlet type wall jumps. That is much harder to do than what Eddie just showed that off as.
Absolutely.
It's a very tight jump. I got like the first one, but I didn't get high enough. And it was weird because I had screw attack, so that was where the seed wanted me to go. It's so difficult to get that. Oh, hello, Everest.
Yeah, so SpeedGaming fans would have seen many runners be doing those wall jumps over the years now.
Mm-hmm.
And Everyone
There it
struggles
is!
on them. It's not until like map rando where I've seen people actually be good at the wall jumps.
Yep.
Like this past year.
And it makes a lot of sense. So, alright. Speed booster. We're gonna
Yeah.
get both suits Aussie within the first 10 minutes. I love it.
Well, the next question is, where is Morph Ball gonna be? It's still a very fun situation to be in if you get your suits but no morph. Having the suits means that there are many possible places for morph to be. We've seen a bunch of heated rooms down below in Norfair.
Yep, energy tank. There's Morph! Aqueduct!
Yeah.
So that speed booster put Aqueduct in the logic, which puts Morph in the logic. Okay.
Yeah, but also Varia.
Yep. Very interesting. I'd be
Kind of
curious to
weird.
see what the logic chain would be. Would it be speed to Varia to Morph?
They should be on the same step, and that makes it pretty weird. Because speed lets you get both when you have gravity.
Mm-hmm.
You might be right in that you need energy to get back with morph. So maybe Varia gets around the heated rooms they have to come through.
I mean, it's quite possible.
But it looks like we're in for a fast seed.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, knows about the major in Aqueduct. Is not going there. So maybe
Could
this
prove
is
to be-
Baron's chance.
Yeah, could prove to be a big decision maker here for Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Torian Hoppers,
Tracker.
Torian Hoppers.
Tracker, please. He's both suits, so it's like 40 damage, maybe. Which is still a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is Hoda Ruby Room. Wonder if what this is going to contain. Oh, Eddie can't progress. These power bombs. But the first missiles for Eddie.
Eddie needs Morph Ball.
Morph and power, yeah.
Oh yeah, power bombs to get to the map. So I guess in the next few rooms we'll know just how gated Eddie is by the Morph Ball. Not going to the top door or bottom left door, just deciding not to. And I would think Baron gets to speed booster soon.
Oh yeah, Baron's headed that way.
Yeah, heading the right way. I don't know how many other options there are. Could be hunting for power bombs
Eddie's,
with the map information they has.
Eddie, I think, is going to run right into the logic. As I think it's speed to Varia into Morph, which then would allow you to continue to explore Norfair. I don't think we've seen one boss yet in either Brinstar or Norfair. But now, with all these items, once they both have them, I think Eddie's on the right logical progression path. Because we could see Baron start clearing out Brinstar and never head back to Norfair.
Well,
Well, at
Baron's
least
gonna
in
need
the
some
short
power
term.
bombs. So Baron's going to get speed and then go back for Varia and then be in whatever region that was. But has the ability to access some of those items and can look for hollows up there next to Varia. So yeah, they could be on different paths.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie's kind of not picking up Morph. Unless I missed it.
I didn't see him get Morph.
And that also doesn't make sense because it's a hollow and a major. It seemed pretty free.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this just routes more efficiently if you want this hollow. Baron going for the left door.
Baron,
It is
please.
not speed.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh!
okay.
More
Works out.
supers, though.
Yeah, supers are pretty good.
Absolutely.
Oftentimes good to find.
Mm-hmm. There's Eddie's Morph.
So a little bit of a decision. Which hollows you go after now, if you're
Baron's
ready.
now going to get his speed booster. While Baron goes take speed to get Varia's suit, let me do a little housekeeping here if I can, Aussie.
Yes,
Speed Gaming
please.
Live returns in person this October. I believe it's the 3rd through the 6th. If you are attending Speed Gaming Live in person, and if you would like to volunteer, head over to sglive.speedgaming.org to sign up today to volunteer. The speed gaming volunteering over there is different than signing up to do comms or tracking for the racers, but there's a ton of stuff that needs to be done, and this is a big volunteer effort. So if you want to help out and you're attending in person, you want to meet the speed gaming crew and a bunch of cool people, head on over to sglive.speedgaming.org and sign up to volunteer today. While you're there, you will also have time to finish donating to some of your favorite video game titles, including all the titles that are going to be there live. Aussie, a lot of Zelda titles at this Speed Gaming Live, as well as a Super Metroid randomizer and a Mega Man X tournament as well.
Yeah, Zelda very popular with speed gaming, as well as some of the Metroid games.
Alright, Eddie's now back at the ship, saved with all the items that he needs. Wave Varia Gravity, Morph, Screw Attack, and Speed Boost. It's the first time we're going to see upper right landing site. Nicely done from Baron. Ooh, it's West Ocean.
Another new zone.
It's Meridia. That's... How different is that? That's a super
Supers.
missile at Maze. Norfair bottom right, Meridia top right. So landing site...
I didn't see the crab super item.
Let's see.
I guess it doesn't matter till we can get past this
supers.
powerbomb wall.
Supers. The maze item looked like a super pack.
Okay, so the speedball is not logic for Baron.
Baron's doing it because he wants to show off. And gonna be rewarded with just a reserve tank.
Yeah, wants the item. But not a great item.
Could have thought
Reserve
it was
tank's
power
pretty
bombs.
worthless. Yeah, it had a 1 in 4 chance to be power bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Can be either supers, power bombs, E-tank, or reserve tank.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie gets X-ray.
Okay, this is not at all where I thought this would take Eddie.
Okay. Yeah, moving away from the map. Gets a save out of it.
I think Perfect's back.
Okay. So back on the ship.
Chat says, is it 1 in 4? Yes. The hollow dots. So dots are always missiles. Hollow dots are going to be supers, power bombs, energy tanks, or reserve tanks. And the big fat dots in bold are majors. So in terms of the ammunition, yes. The hollow dots have a 1 in 4 chance of being either supers, power bombs, energy tanks, or reserve tanks. Baron box.
Probably questioning that there's more E-tanks in the pool than reserve tanks and all that.
Yeah, fair. 10 supers, 10 PBs, 14 E-tanks, 4 reserves. Yep.
Yep, so 1 in 4.
There you go.
Math checks out.
And Baron now into Meridia.
So yeah, the problem with the middle of West Ocean, at least I assume the issue that Eddie had with West Ocean is that they don't have bombs or power bombs. So it makes it hard to progress through parts of the map. Another reset on Eddie's side. So as we were saying, this is a 12-person race. Eddie is one of the favorites to win the whole race, but this has been a significant number of resets. and each one of those is going to be time loss.
That is true. Also, we thank all of you for hanging out and tuning in with us. We greatly appreciate it. I'm going to plug this announcement probably twice this seed. But if you have been involved in the tournament, the Map Rando tournament, and you've been watching that, where the heck did that thing go? Stand by. How'd you get all the way over there? My boom arm wire cable just came undone and my wires all over the place. Anyway, I am holding on my Twitch channel a bracket recap and top 8 preview as we are on to the top 8 now in the SM Map Rando tournament. And that'll be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel. Going to be a ton of fun. The first of the top 8, Eddie and Simo, go off next. Actually, this coming Friday, which will be fun. So we're going to do that little recap show. If you saw my Dash Randomizer show, it's the same idea, except we have double brackets. We're going to go over some things there as well. So, going to be a fun show. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel.
Yep. As you said, Eddie Simo Friday night, and me and Andy haven't scheduled yet. He's been a little sick recently,
Yeah.
but we'll get that on the schedule soon. And then the rest of the tournament is going to be following along our progress, the 4 of us, as we go up the chain.
Speaking of chain, where the heck are we supposed to go in this seed?
Really, though. It looks like down the sand pits at this point. Right, sand pit has a hollow and also connects to pit room, and you shine spark back up. And Baron is going to be closer. I guess if you're trying to follow logic, then you look at the various suit and the morph ball that you just got as the most recent steps. And so you want to do something that uses morph. And that would be the right sandpit item, right sandpit right item. But power bombs, they're more like filler
Ta-da!
items, so they don't strictly follow logic. And it looks like Baron gonna be ahead in the seed. We're kind of seeing that Eddie has the better movement, and so can move through rooms faster, make a lot of checks faster. But Baron's making the correct choices faster, at least in this case.
This is a lot of energy for a seat where we got both suits within 10 minutes.
We've also gotten a lot of maps early on, so they've known which items to go for, and they've been targeting holodots since the start. Let me explain it. See if Eddie goes for the pit room hollow at all. I think you do, but if you did, it'd be for a super pack. You don't really want power bombs or E-tanks or reserve tanks, and so there's a case for not getting that. I don't know what it means that that's a power bomb door as the exit to climb supers, because that means the sandpit power bombs wouldn't be logical unless there's another route back. Well, it's working out, so we're not gonna think about it too hard.
Nope.
But it's something to check in the spoiler log. Yeah, the ingredients for a fast finish time are going to be your suit locations, how early you get those, and also your map locations. So the first 3 maps they got were all very quick, and at least one more seemed pretty easy to get to now that they have power bombs. So this should be a fairly quick finish time overall, except there were a number of resets on both sides trying to find the power bombs. So probably someone in the race room gets a good finish time. But
So let's just think about this. The 2 areas that we had power bomb locked was Retro Brain, where Morph Ball is, and Hoda
yes,
Ruby top left door.
yeah,
That's an interesting decision, because one continues in the criteria towards the map station, while one continues you into Brinstar, where you know there's another major to the north.
okay, so Eddie choosing Meridia because the map looked very reachable. Kind of moving a little away from it. We need to be keeping track of where the bosses are right now. I don't know if you have been.
I haven't seen any bosses.
I'm sure I saw one, but it was very far away. I think it was in Norfair. But we're about to get another map fairly soon.
Mm-hmm. 2
And we'll
maps,
see
as
if...
Baron's headed to that map station.
Yeah, but how far away is this criteria map?
Not that far.
Okay, then.
I think it's was a couple of blocks over to the left. There it is. So this could be the
Well-
wreck ship map station.
Eddie has found the Fantoon map.
He
So
has,
here
okay.
is the
So
real
this is
map.
open. Yep. Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon Ridley.
Ooh. I see a
One
nice major there.
major. Hmm.
Spore Spawn Supers. Yeah, that's the pre-wave gate, pre-wave beam room major. That's an out-of-the-way major, too.
Yeah. You don't
I
really
wouldn't-
want to be going out of the way for majors because you want to go fast.
Right.
More importantly, Baron can't do Ridley, so it has to come back later. So this is not an optimal route.
Was Ridley criteria, too? I only saw Dragon.
Yeah, Ridley was right on top of Dragon.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, neither racer has charge beam. There's no way they can do Ridley yet.
Eddie's starting to get really good super count, though.
Yes, 20 supers is
20
huge.
supers.
Eddie, I challenge you to do Fantoon supers only.
Sure he hears your challenge.
We've seen it. We've seen it in the tournament.
I'm sure he's going to be trying to go as fast as he can.
Of course.
Like normally, maybe he showboats a little, but maybe not feeling the best about this seed so far.
I don't think either racer, with the amount of resets they've had, feel good about this seed. And it's an out of the way spring ball. Okay.
Very nice. 2-round kill.
Great Fantoon fight. Bonk.
Yep. Better than my Fantoon fights for sure. It looks like Baron's gonna be joining Eddie up here in Meridia.
Yep.
So the thing is, you have both suits. Usually that means you have like a number of the majors collected, and that's going to reduce the major pool and make it more likely to get charged if you just stick to collecting majors.
Absolutely.
But Nick, in this case, we still don't have many majors, and starting to get a nice missile count.
Yeah.
Might be a ammo count.
Well, there's two of them, and look at the hollow dots. Woo! A very tiny Meridia.
Yeah, it is pretty tiny. Next to wreck ship, major is not in good positions.
No, one's to the east of Pants Room. You can't get there. No grapple, no ice beam.
That would have been a really
Early,
slick speedball.
early supers, maybe? I think it was just 2 heated rooms.
It's probably comparable to the spring ball check. But you don't want to go that far.
Baron also finding the wreck ship map station.
Yeah, I think you don't go for mini majors in Eddie's position. Especially seeing Big Pink had so many hollows.
Yeah.
Like, if you see 4 or 5 hollows, you're going to expect a super pack in there.
Yep.
And then get all power bombs, knee tanks.
Eddie also reset out of that X-ray, too. That's something worth mentioning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, 25. If this is another
Okay.
super... Oh my gosh!
Wow.
30 supers!
Well, this is the route.
Woof!
So for majors, you mostly want to look at Zeb Skip, I guess, and that'd be Ice Beam as the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's basically there for ammo. Just gonna pick up some random missiles.
Baron also at
Yeah.
20 now.
Baron entering Phantom.
So the only boss we haven't seen is Kraid, and if that's the case, that's the Norfair boss.
Yeah, it's a bit of a faraway map. Eddie doesn't know about the Dragon Ridley.
Yep. Also, wreck ship usually is pretty tiny.
Yeah, but we're seeing that the map is really far away.
Mm-hmm.
It can still be tiny while having some lengthy rooms.
Is this even randomized?
Wreck ship rooms in wreck ship. I never.
Oh, no. Wreck ship main shaft into the bottom wreck ship room where you would go to get to Phantom.
I didn't notice that.
And we know this is not addicts. Oh! Hi, Spore Spawn! And Eddie wants no part of it.
A lot of the time you can get around Spore Spawn without doing the fight. We'll see if this is one of those times. Fortunately, Baron gets a disappear phase on Pantan.
Ooh, worst room in the game.
No
high jump, no bombs.
Yeah, this is Hypo Jump. So time for A to show off a little.
This is a pixel-perfect wall jump without high jump boots.
Yeah, into another frame-perfect wall jump. So at least my cue is to line up the wall jump on the right side wall, the crack in the wall.
Mo pointing out that there's a runway to store a Shine Spark in the previous room.
You know?
This is not logical, correct?
What logic difficulty you think this is?
Well, this is hard, but I think this is probably more expert to insane.
That's an accurate call. This is extreme.
Extreme, yeah. This is tough to hit, period, for any runner.
Yep. In vanilla map, it's pretty essential that you learn it.
Eddie does it! Showing off.
It does make it up at the end. But with the speed booster, if there was a good runway to get a short charge, then that would be another option to try and spark up through the bomb blocks.
Data plant saying Spore Spawn would have been faster.
Yeah. It would have connected too. To the top of the room.
Dataplet just wants to see a little bit of little Spore Spawn DLC.
You know, I like to see who's been practicing their spore spawn.
I don't think any racer wants to practice Spore Spawn.
Well, can make you do it, and there's special tricks to it. There's technique
Mhm.
and finesse and all that. It's worth a lot of time to be able to save cycles on spore spawn.
Mm-hmm.
So Rickship did not have a boss. It had spore spawn, but we left that behind. So Eddie's gonna head elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Sailor Jade says we need an oops all Spore Spawn category. There you go, Assy. Aussie, talk that over with the rest of the devs. See how that works out. 4 Spore Spawns. New map rando mode. This is back a gauntlet. This has to be an energy tank over here, considering Baby Room was there. Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, that had to be an energy tank there, considering Baby Metroid Room was there.
It's convenient that it was.
Mm-hmm.
See what else is over here. Oh, more energy tanks. A little odd to even go for that. He doesn't need another super pack. And the odds of a super pack are really low. There's only 4 left in the pool. But in this case, going to Brinstar Reserve is going to be good because it's probably 2 missile packs.
Yep,
And
2
those-
missiles and another energy tank.
Yeah.
So that's 30-30. It's what, 40-30 is the minimum required to beat the game, right?
Yeah, that's what you aim for. That's what you try to have. 36 for phase 1, and then 30 supers for phase 2. Of Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like before that, you're just trying to get Ridley ammo, and A's had that for a while now.
Yep.
That's just 30 supers. And you can usually add in power bombs for damage. So it's going to be an easier requirement than the Mother Brain ammo requirement.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know why we do that, in Mother Brain 1 and 2, super missiles do double damage to both Mother Brain 1 and Mother Brain 2.
And 3 if it were enabled.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it matters at all.
Nope. Thank you, map rando quality of life. Okay, so Croc escape room.
Going for the short charge. Pretty hard short charge. Like one of the harder ones that people go for in runs.
Oh, gets it.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, very nice.
30, 30, and 10 for each racer.
Yeah, kind of expecting Baron to reset this wrecked ship.
Yep.
Just as Eddie did. So here's Eddie getting the criteria map, but is able to get the
there's
Ridley
Ridley,
and Dragon killed now.
Yep.
And so this route is just a lot better for Eddie. Like he can't really tell.
Ooh.
Like they just decided to take different paths. But,
Well, you wanted to
really.
see how people were working on their Spore Spawn. Baron going for Spore Spawn.
Yep. Let's see a 2 round. So you need to do 3 supers and 1 missile. That was 3 missiles. I think they all hit. A missile only 2 round would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But not set up for that at all. Missile super. So it should be a 3 round. 1 more super will do it. And Eddie into the Ridley fight. You want to do Ridley early so that you can refill your supers as you're running around the world. Nope. So we're getting a gravity jump up through the moat. This is hard level tech. I think it's medium level tech even.
Nicely done, Baron.
No problem at all. And this connects to the top of Forest Room. And that is a dead Ridley. Should shout out the runners a bit. You can give them a follow on their Twitch channels. Baron of Red and Eddie. Both very strong map rando runners. They join many of the pickup races that we have. There's a run every day organized by the community. But then these weekly restreamed races are put together, mostly organized by me, on
Goat.
Wednesday nights, Saturday nights, every week.
Yes, go and follow the runners, folks.
Did I miss the Dragon kill? Or not?
I don't think so.
I think we heard the Batoon music.
Chat gets very excited if they hear the Batoon music.
Eddie going for speed keep. Attic, one of the classic places for going for speed keep to save a trivial amount of time. But it looks cool. It's pretty easy to go for. That is when you bounce into spikes or sparks and unmorph on the correct frame, and it lets you keep all of your run speed. So you'll know if they get it if they just start running super fast after an unmorph. It looks like Baron is collecting extra items, and it's kind of excessive. But it does depend on how comfortable they're with Mother Brain. Oh, but it actually didn't go down the Green Pirate shaft. Maybe wanted to avoid the baby Metroid. A spike suit opener. So he does have a spike suit and used it there. And sparks into the wall. That is not going to do any damage. The echoes do not work. It does finish off the fight pretty quick.
Okay, one boss left for Eddie. Baron's still doing his thing. I mean, Baron's officially in go mode with 40-30. Eddie still needs 10 more missiles. Or charge beam. Okay, make it
Baron
5 more
should just
missiles.
be heading back right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Baron actually having more missiles than Eddie. But the gap, a lot of it is from Baron going to Criteria before Meridia, and then having to also backtrack. But then also, Eddie does have the faster movement, and has had faster boss fights. So far it's just been Fantoon on Baron's side. But Eddie did have faster fight. Now scanning for Raid. I see a Torian and a Brinstar, and I don't know if we have either of those maps right now.
We have the Brinstar map, we don't have the Torian map.
Okay. Then Torian is right next to Mother Brain as well.
There you go. Torian was, Brinstar was Main Street into Morph Ball Retro Bryn.
Right.
Honestly, it's always a pleasure doing commentary with you. Happy you set these up per week. Again, folks, if any of you want to commentate, track, these weeklies are a great way to get involved. Come meet the community. You want to get involved in some Map Rando, head over to maprando.com, generate your own seeds. You could do something as crazy and silly as basic logic, desolate, and insane layout, and terrible quality of life if you really wanted to.
Like basic and no objective is a pretty fun mode to play.
There you go.
Because it's just really fast. All you gotta do is collect as many items as you need and then go to Mother Brain.
Alright, Baron, back at the ship now. Gonna head back to Gauntlet. Eddie's into Norfair. Has anyone completed the seed yet? I thought it was going to be a quick seed, you know, based on what we have, and it's not. Everyone's still racing.
Is that an answer that we actually want to know?
There.
We believe in Eddie. Can he come back and beat the field with these setbacks?
And there's Eddie's last missile in Mickey Mouse Room. Honestly, I want to get your thoughts as a racer.
Yeah? What about?
Got an interesting idea. What do you think? I know there's our whole, you know, there's the whole speedrunning community we're a part of, right? I feel like it doesn't get as much media attention as it should. Would you like to see speedrunning in general get some media attention, or are you happy in your corner of the world?
So speedrunning media attention is mostly focused on GDQ.
Right. But think of like an ESPN or a Yahoo or an NBC Sports, you know, picks up something like this. Because esports as a whole, you know, I'm a Counter-Strike caster, and a lot of that scene is starting to boom and take off. And I was thinking, I'm like, so why is speedrunning not being covered? I mean, we know how big GDQ is, but like, think if you could get that for a lot of other places. Think of how much more good it could do. More charity, more, you know, people, and, you know, more eyes on the speedrunning community.
Yeah, it's like, we know how big GDQ is. We know that esports does have a lot of pretty successful scenes, like not just Counter-Strike, but also other genres.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if retro is the problem here or not. For Metroid being an older game.
That is fair.
But there's pros and cons to having more attention as well as more competitiveness and bigger stakes. Such as like what you can share with your opponents.
Yep.
Everyone in the community is going to be practicing together, essentially right now. Talking about the pickup races that we do earlier. Those are going on all the time. And many of the members afterwards are going to share all their strats and talk through how they work through the seed. And so
Those are fun to listen to.
if it's like a really serious competitive thing, then you're going to try to hide your secrets and your strats.
That's fair.
So there are some drawbacks to more attention. But on the other hand, having, let's say, sponsorships would be a way to let the runners support their hobby.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there is a lot of work that goes into like being able to get this good at the game. Many hours, just like in other esports, just to get this good at the game.
Absolutely. I'll appreciate the input as Baron finishes off Ridley. Eddie Headed in to Torian.
Good grade.
And there's Kraid.
It's actually been a long time since we picked up a major.
It's weird. Usually we're hunting
It's
mages.
really weird. It's like Morph was our last major. So I don't think Baron actually picked up Spring Ball. And X-Ray doesn't count for the tracker. So that part's been kind of odd.
Yeah, this has been really weird. Alright, as Eddie fights Kraid, and this should be a very, very quick kill here, because Eddie is going to go for the quick Kraid kill strategy.
Oh,
but Kraid is just being rude. But still gets the quick Kraid kill. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's only a 6-second time loss if you have to do the backup.
Nicely done. Eddie on to fight Mother Brain.
Done.
We'll
yeah, ammo looking good.
We'll see if Baron can catch up. Both racers each 45, 30, and 10 with 6 energy tanks. Baron has that 1 extra reserve tank, though.
Pretty sure I clicked Ridley.
And I'll mention it one more time, folks. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, on my Twitch channel, will be a Super Metroid Map Randomizer Tournament recap and top 8 preview. 8 p.m. Eastern over on my Twitch channel. Exclamation point R, obviously, to follow the runners. Exclamation point C to follow Aussie and I. Aussie is doing comms and tracking. And it's going to be a great show. If you want to contribute clips, moments you remember from the tournament, head over to the SpeedGaming Live 2024 Discord. There is a thread up where you can post anything related to the tournament that you think should be a part of the show. Again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel, the recap and top 8 preview show, Eddie vs. Simo, kicks off this Friday afternoon.
And what an exciting top 8 set of runners that we have.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
The tournament. It can be all top tier matches. Anyone can take it. Unfortunately, it is in a situation where there's going to be fewer matches played per week. But they are going to be quality matches.
Oh, absolutely. More of a reason to come tune in to the recap and top 8 preview show. Again, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Beautiful Zeb skip from Eddie. Right over on my Twitch channel. You can get that by typing exclamation point C in the Twitch chat. Make sure you give Baron and Eddie both a follow. Exclamation point R to follow the runners. Alright, 27 and 27. Plenty of ammo here for Eddie.
I want to talk about Baron's Miss Spark. So when people are doing mid-air horizontal sparks like that, you can either press up to break spin or R to break spin. That's what I most often see. And sometimes you see people just spark diagonally, and it looks so out of place, but it's because they're using R to break spin. So Eddie threw the fight into the escape.
Baron done with Dragon.
Baron all of Norfair and a little bit of Criteria.
Yep, so Baron just needs to head to Torian to go fight Kraid. Eddie is now... 2-minute, 10-second timer. Okay, then.
It's a lot of Norfair. We start with the Lava Dive room. So in the lava, you're going to be slowed by having Speed Booster equipped. It's actually faster in-game time to turn that off. See, Hyper Beam breaks Power Bomb blocks because you don't have any ammo in the escape. It's more fair if Hyper Beam just breaks more things. And mostly, Eddie's just going to be showing off his movement here in the escape. As well as his memory, actually. Because if you pause, that's a time loss. So you need to remember all the rooms from Mother Brain to the to the ship. Yes, that's a few seconds lost per pause.
Minute 17 left.
Yeah, so these longish escapes, there shouldn't be any worry about not making the timer. You should
Nope.
have a good 40 to 50 seconds left. Oh no, he's trapped.
No! There you go.
A little bit too early, got stuck behind the speed blocks. That's going to cut into his 40 seconds. It'll be a little bit harder to make it now. Probably closer to 20 extra.
Back in the parlor. But no fear, because Eddie's gonna go left side parlor into the landing site. And Eddie wins on the restream. Oh, that's tight, and finishes in second place in the map Rando race room. Nevdi finishes in first place with an official time of 54 minutes and 8 seconds. Eddie finishes with an official time of 55 minutes and 6 seconds.
Don't use.
Hey, look at that, it's muted.
Yep.
Yay.
Muted him. I did it. So
Yeah.
GG's to Eddie.
Yeah.
It was slow getting to Morph specifically. No power bombs was the issue. We're joined by Eddie here.
Speaking of our winner.
Our
GG's,
winner, Eddie.
GG.
Welcome.
Not for the entire race though, but I did pretty.
No, someone beat you.
Someone did beat
Mystery
me.
Runner.
Yeah.
Someone who's pretty good at the game.
Nah, lies! I'm kidding.
Yeah. Fun seed. A lot of resetting in the beginning. It was a little crazy, like how that turned out. A lot of things where I'm like, man, I want to take this right now and go somewhere else. But then I'm like, I don't think I can do that though. So, yeah, cool one.
Yeah. So I guess we were wondering about, like early on, you saw the Aqueduct Major and Hollow. Decided to go elsewhere. So what's the reason why you didn't go directly to that?
I didn't know how I was going to farm my health. And I don't think I could make it back with my health because we had to go through Screw Attack and
Croc
Speedway. Yeah, so I think something was telling me basically in that situation that there's probably another E-Tank in Logic, or, you know, in this case,
it's certainly either Speed or X-Ray.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Morph and X-Ray.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, what was that?
For Snail Clip with X-Ray to be in Logic, you also need Morph Ball. So it's more likely Speed was out there.
Yep. I mean, I didn't know it was Morph at the time, so I didn't put as much stock into that major right off the bat.
Of course.
Yeah, so I didn't know. If I had known it was Morph, then, you know, I just Snail Clip it right away probably, and then figure out my health situation. But obviously, I think in this case, Varia gave us the ability to kind of get through all of that. If I remember correctly.
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like, I knew there was, like, another tank or something in Logic to get that major. So I'm like, let's come back for this later, especially when you're looking for Morph. I really don't like deviating out of Logic. Funny enough, that out of Logic thing was going to be Morph, but, like, I really don't like deviating out of Logic too much when I don't have Morph, because you're just going to get locked, like, every single time, basically. So I figured, I'm like, well, the game's going to bring me back here anyway. Let's just go ahead and do that. But there was some out of Logic stuff that was kind of funny that I did a little bit afterwards, that I was acknowledging that was out of Logic, but yeah.
I guess the other big important thing was that you got the morph ball, but then decided not to continue down the sand pits, and took a long time to get back to that.
Yeah, so those power bombs were. It's funny because I did a lot of stuff that was in logic, and then I was just like, screw this. I'm going out of logic, and I'm gonna reset if the sand pit isn't a power bomb. Because the only way out of the sand pit is to go to the right, spark upwards, and then open a power bomb door. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I was just like, but then if you see where you have to go, I was just like, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna go down the pit, and with the way that the logic works, the filler items can be down there. You're not gonna get bailed out by Grav by going down Aqueduct typically, but like you can get bailed out of the green gates or the power bombs if you go down the pit. So yeah, went down the pit. I have no idea where the logical power bombs were, but it was a trek to get all the way over there, and I'm like,
Yeah,
let's
I don't
just
know
go
either
down the pit.
which ones it wanted you to get.
Yeah, I wonder how many
You
people
kind of
like.
did everything.
Yeah, I wonder how many people like realized that the pits weren't logical power bombs because there's no way out without them, and then actually chose to follow logic. I think at that point you just have to gamble the pits because going down there just seemed not very good in my eyes, at least. They're
Not
probably
without a save, at least.
yeah, exactly. So it was probably either Turian or literally that very bottom pathway where the logical power bombs are, which is just like total garbage. So I think, with the ship save, I was just like, I think I have to, or I was just like, I just have to go down the sand pit because people are going to go down the sand pit and then they're going to get an advantage on me if I don't do it right here either. And I think it's just too strong not to. It's more often than not, it's going to be better. Acknowledging, of course, that you can lock there. Yeah.
And kind of the other divergence between you and Baron is that once he had the power bombs, you went to Meridia and he went to Criteria Map.
Yeah.
And so he had to leave behind Ridley and Dragon, and that was just not an efficient route.
I felt very good about my route.
Yeah, it seemed good.
Yeah, the early game powerbomb thing is just kind of annoying because you have to do a reset if the pit's not there. So when I was like kind of exhausting all the reasonable stuff, that's when I'm like, let's do it. I even did the speedball up there, and that felt kind of bad that it wasn't power bombs. But yeah, I understand going back to Criteria, and I would fully understand it if he never chose to spark up there. But because I was kind of looking for power bombs, I just decided to just kind of blind check the top right. And once you find out it's a different region and you kind of see all that stuff, I feel like you need to go there before the Criteria map once you find the actual power bombs, because yeah, there's a boss there, so I don't want to continue on to the left. I don't know if Baron already had that information, but I feel like that's the right play once you know that Fantoon is actually there, or at least extremely likely to be there. I don't know if he knew.
He had the Criteria map information before you did. Because that major in Criteria was Spring Ball.
Sorry, what was that?
My bad. Gotta raise that up a bit. The Spring Ball major, the major in Criteria that was left was Spring Ball.
Oh, that was left. Okay. I abandoned like every single major, so I don't really. Meridia was a little crazy.
Those ridiculous hollow dots were insane.
I've never gotten that much ammo like in my life in like a span of like 20 seconds. That was just like, I'm like, I can beat the game now.
All you had to do was listen to Aussie and Ice commentary. Big Pink and Super Soul. That'd be nice if another one. Oh, there's another one.
It didn't like feel great at first, right? I think, did we have the map before we saw Big Pink? I think we did, right? So
yeah.
We get the map, and then I see that there's no majors, and I'm on 5 supers, I think, or 10. I think I'm on 5, and so I'm like, it kind of sucks that there's no super or there's no
20,
charge or majors.
You were on 20.
Oh, was I on 20 by the time I got up there? Okay.
When you got the map, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I had a lot. I remember thinking there was a point where I was thinking like, I don't see where charge is, and then I'm like thinking about it, and then we just got like 1,000 supers. It's kind of funny how that worked out. But yeah, that was nice. I am wondering if there's a better route. If people, so I see, Navdi's talking to me a little bit. So Navdi didn't know that power bombs could actually be there because the filler items don't follow the blocking logic that the major items do. So I guess he didn't know that, but that implies that he probably found the logical power bombs. I'm wondering if that works out better if you I'm wondering how that
As he
works
said
out.
where those are.
Oh, did he say where those were, where they were?
No, I haven't been talking to Nevdi.
Oh, yeah. I'm wondering if you go to Turian, was it Kraid or Dre as my last
It was
boss?
Kraid.
Yeah, I wonder if it could work out better if you go there, because then you don't have to do the wreck ship hunt. It wasn't that slow, but I guess you could dodge some stuff.
It really depends.
Yeah.
You got your Ridley ammo in Meridia.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have another way to do Ridley Dragon, or leave them behind.
Yeah, because did Turing connect anywhere, or was it just isolated?
I think
Didn't
it was
really see.
isolated just to
It
north
was
there.
isolated.
It was isolated. So let's say the power bomb is in Turian, or it's in the bottom of criteria, like you're trying to get the logical ones, then probably dip into Turian, and then maybe you find Kraid, and then maybe you can go to Meridia afterward. I don't know if you go to Meridia at that point. Maybe not. Blind checking that door seems kind of bad at that point because you have your power bombs and everything. Yeah, I wonder how it works out. I felt like my route was really strong, but thought I might win by a lot. I did a lot of pausing though, so.
And Baron is done. Baron finishes second on the restream, 6th overall in the race time room, with an official time of 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 26 seconds.
Yeah. We'll see if Baron wants to come in here and talk about how his run through the seed went.
Anything crazy happened with Baron? Was there, looks like he fell a little bit behind, but he has the same loadout, so I'm a little curious.
Not that
A
I
lot
can
of
think
it was
of.
just you playing faster.
I see.
Yeah, I don't think anything really stood out.
He said he wasn't supposed to be on restream.
That explains why his mic was on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, it would. We were talking about bringing Sephi on instead, but then didn't really do that.
Oh. My parent didn't know.
He's so confused.
Content stealing.
Yep. So Baron getting 6th place overall. After Eddie, we had Andy with a hour 2 minutes, and then Oates with hour 4, Sephi, and 6th place is Baron Red, who is joining us now.
What's up?
You were on Restream.
Hi,
You're
Baron.
on the restream.
GG's,
I thought
Baron.
it was Eddie and Sephi. I was like,
I
what
thought
the?
so too. I didn't know it was Baron.
Explains why we could hear your mic.
Yeah.
I started doing comms and I hear this voice in the background. I'm like, wait. And I'm like looking at all of my stuff going, where is that coming from? I have everything else muted and it's not awesome.
Oh, that's funny. I apologize, but yeah, I did. I had thought it was Sephi and Eddie, not Eddie and me.
Either way, GG's.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Eddie, did you finish ammo? I assume so.
Yes.
Okay. We were just kind of gifted ammo there, it felt like. Especially because you had to go to Meridia and you get two super packs out of West Ocean.
Yeah, I had 30 supers by the time I was heading to wreck ship and I'm like, I have 30 supers. Where did this come from?
Yeah. That was nuts. I assume you went. Let me reset. so I can look at the map here.
Did
I assume you went down first.
Yeah, so you ran into I heard that you ran into the bosses before you found Meridia. Like you found Dragon Ridley. You went to the map.
Yeah,
first, right?
so I got power bombs and I immediately went back for the map.
Did you
Especially
you got
after
the
I sacked for the
illogical
Norfer map. Yeah, I got the illogical ones.
Yeah.
But I didn't even realize that was a power bomb door until I got back up there. I'm like, oh well, those weren't
so you
logical.
didn't know. Lucky you. I knew.
I know.
I exhausted every option, including going to top of Main Street and speedballing Morph Room. And I got like a reserve.
Oh jeez.
And I just reset
Yeah,
it.
I did the same thing. I
Yeah.
did not reset the reserve though.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I carried
I
it.
guess you couldn't reset the Varia that you probably got right before that. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, by that time I kind of did all the stuff above. That got like really annoying, but I also did Meridia without the power bomb because I was basically trying to find a power bomb.
How?
Because we're looking
You
for
can't-
power bombs, right?
Yeah, Meridia was powerbomb locked. It was the pre-morph or pre-map, like the Zila and the one side hopper room to get past East Ocean. The only other way you could go, just
No, it was
dead
top right
ended
ship.
into a save.
Top right
Yeah.
ship, right?
Yeah, top right of ship.
For Meridia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we find Ocean.
Yeah.
Well, I basically wasted my time in there. I found X-ray.
Oh,
and I
okay.
found a save at the end.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I got baited by that dead end.
Exactly, yeah. But
Yeah.
by the time we see that, I think maybe the difference here is I chose to go back into Ocean before getting Criteria Map because I knew it was going to be Fantoon and I wanted to kill the boss right away.
Yeah.
Or yeah, I think we might have seen the crack save at the end. I could be wrong, but that's like always
Yeah.
Fantoon almost.
It was
I
a
don't
it was a
remember.
left save.
Okay.
it was
maybe we
active.
didn't. Yeah, maybe we didn't see it.
Yeah.
But basically, like that's just like Fantoon like all the time. So
Oh yeah. No, I
prefer
mean
to
West
get that
Ocean
map.
is that one's so common.
Yeah. So then, yeah, it looks like you had to backtrack because I ran into all the ammo and then I had it for the bosses when I went to the Criteria map. But I did also explore
Yeah.
wreck ship. But it looks like
How
you
about
can't
that?
dodge that because you don't have crate.
How about that forced Batoon though?
Oh, that was nasty. I was like, hey, I got some decent ammo off of Ridley to go kill or off of was it Dre? No, off of Ridley. I'm like, I got some decent ammo from Ridley. I could use this on Batoon. Or sorry, on Dragon. And then I got to the door and I'm like, wait a second. And I had to back out and I went to the I got to the Batoon hallway, E-Tank
Yeah.
hallway, and I farmed out.
Yeah, I refilled at the same place. Ship was just too far away.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's fine to refill there. That's probably the play. Then
Yeah.
kill Dragon. I moonfall down the right side because I needed like 2 more missiles to beat the game.
Oh, okay.
So I just picked that up.
I spent some extra time in Meridia making sure I had enough. So I got like the Retro Bryn 2 missiles there.
I
And
didn't
I think
get
that put me at 30.
those. Yeah, I got some others. I think I got Bryn Reserve was there somewhere. I went down
Yeah.
like Pirate Shaft. Grabbed,
Yeah, Bryn Reserve
grabbed
had 2
missile.
missiles and an E-Tank too.
Yeah, I got some. I don't know if that's really the play, but I did it, and then there kind of wasn't really that much more ammo along the way, so I felt like happy with my decision. But
Yeah.
there's a chance we would have found. There was a decent chance we would have found more missiles along the way because we really didn't need much more.
Norfair and Turian were pretty barren, at least along the critical routes for hoping to pick up more ammo.
Yeah.
Although, geez, if you just go Turian early, is that what Nevdi did?
That is. What,
Okay.
What happens?
I'm guessing there's 5 majors there, so I'm guessing it's like charge.
Oh.
You have 2 majors in Mama Turtle, 2 at the bottom of Green Bryn, and then there's 1 in Green Bryn shaft itself too.
Wait. Hold up. Is that what Nevdi did? Is that why he beat me by a minute?
That would explain it. I mean,
I don't know where he said logical
that's gotta
DBs
be-
were at GT and you have to bomb jump.
Oh,
the
okay.
crumble shot.
That
Is that in Turian?
that's in Turian too.
Oh, so he got the majors
So,
there.
I probably did, yeah. Because that's got to be charge, plasma, ice. and I don't know what else.
You got bombs.
Bombs, yeah, it would be bombs too. Because I saw Spring. The only other major that I didn't scout was the top of Bryn, because that was just ages away.
Oh.
All those majors.
Okay, so yeah, he did have a just completely different route. I thought
Yeah.
maybe he just did something better. So then if you do that, then you dodge. You probably dodge wreck ship.
You do dodge wreck ship, absolutely.
That depends.
'Cause you
on
just
if
kill turnaround.
Oh yeah,
Fantoon
you wouldn't.
turnaround.
You wouldn't go through because you have no
Yeah.
incentive to go up big pink at that point, like we did.
Yeah.
For a few reasons.
Oh, you don't? It says you don't dodge wreck ship. Why would you have to go to wreck ship?
Maybe you don't. Well, you did. Like I think. I want to say. Actually, no. You should dodge wreck
'Cause-
ship.
Yeah, wreck ship was all the way on the other side of Meridia.
Because wouldn't you?
You would just kill
go-
Fantoon and then go back out ocean.
Wait, it depends. Did you find? Nev,
Oh.
did you find? Did you go to
Oh.
Meridia first? Did you go? I like how we're talking
I
about.
guess-
He's not even on the restream. We're
Yeah, he's not even on the
I was
restream
gonna
for
say, I'm like, where is Nevy? I'm looking at Twitch chat going, where is this Nevy
Oh,
chat?
can
You
we
all
pull him
speak
in
up.
here? Is that
Yeah.
a problem?
Is that kosher?
Do you want to lose the rest of the viewers we have? I'm kidding.
You guys-
Nevy in
Good
here.
point.
we
Yeah.
got. This guy cheated his route and beat us by getting the logical power bombs.
We
Yeah.
can, but we can
Unless he
invite
didn't
Nevy in
have
here.
criteria map.
Honestly, can we make that happen? Can we get Nevy in here?
Can I invite him? Is that a problem?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I got him. Get in here, Nevdi. This guy.
No, it's too
You've
late
been
to back
beating
out
me by
now,
a minute.
Nevy.
Nevy, get in
Too
here
late
and
to
love
back out
us.
now.
Nah, he's in here. He's got the invite. Get in here. Oh, look
Let's
who it
go.
is.
Yo,
The winner of
Nevdi.
today's race.
All right, explain
Yo,
yourself.
the real winner? The real winner
Real
in chat? No, just briefly, you can't go back. You can't go back after Fantoon because you don't know where Ridley and Dragon are, so you just
You went to
continue.
Meridia. You before you went down and committed to the power bombs. You did scout out Meridia, and then you
Yeah,
got
scout
locked
out Meridia.
too.
Yeah, scout out Meridia, got locked. Reset. I did the same thing. I
Okay.
speedboard behind Morph, got everything. I actually kept that because I grabbed a super on the way and felt bad when Charge showed up. But yeah, we're doing the same exact thing, but when we enter Aqueduct, you go down Sandpit and I go to Turian and I get
So-
Charge.
Am I wrong in thinking that you can dodge wreck ship there?
You can't because
If
you
you-
come
if-
back and you go Meridia because you know Fantoon's, or you have a high suspicion Fantoon's there, and that's your second boss. And then you continue to wreck ship because you're looking for Ridley, Dragon. No
Well,
one's
why
going back
can't
to.
Why can't you go back to criteria there? You don't have the map at that point, right? Because obviously you don't have the map because you would see
Yeah,
the bosses.
'cause you don't
Because the
have power
criteria
bombs
map's
yet.
not that far,
The
right?
criteria map was power bomb locked. So you come back with power bombs, you have a choice of going left for the criteria map or going to Meridia for Fantoon, which who you know is... Well, you don't actually know Fantoon is there, it's just a good chance.
Is there a problem with going to Meridia and then killing Fantoon, getting the map, seeing wreck ship, and then going to criteria instead? Is that actually bad?
There's two bosses left. Like then you're banking on that criteria has to have two bosses. So you go back. Chances are you go back and kill one boss, and then you have to go back to wreck ship anyway. Like if there's two bosses in two areas, you kind of go. At least I do. I'm not going to bank on the bosses being completely in one area.
Yeah,
I'm just going
yeah.
to do wreck ship because I'm
Yeah,
there. So
that's fair.
Kind of far though.
Also, getting
I feel-
out of the map in Meridia is pretty slow. Like if you're just falling after the Fantoon fight, you can go straight
Exactly.
to Meridia. But you
Yeah,
can't
you
really
could
get
be on
the
the top.
Meridia map and leave because you're
I
halfway to
think
the
that's
ship.
it's a really good point, Aussie, because you're not at the top of ocean and you don't just super and leave. Yeah, you're in an awkward spot. So
Is it?
yeah.
Are you?
Maybe
really?
it's just because I'm bad, but I feel like I always get the criteria map before going to Meridia there, even though it's further.
If there's
Is-
one boss left, maybe, but two, I'm like, man, there's a good chance I'm going to wreck ship anyway. Like, I'm closer. If it's just a boss in each area, then I'm wasting a minute if I don't go now. So,
I mean, before even going to Meridia.
it's a known boss, and you just want to get known boss map.
But
I
it wasn't
feel.
known boss. You couldn't know it was
Okay, yeah, it's
Fantoon.
not known, but it's like, come on, Fantoon's there. It's always there.
It's only 15%, Nevdi.
No, I think you make good points, and I don't think there's an actual answer. I think that maybe you're right. So, yeah, I think
Yeah.
maybe you're supposed to get the map first and then just avoid wreck ship and crush this seed, but I can't make that play, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm actually
So
kind of
Nev-
salty
Nevdi's-
that PBs are in Sandpit. That's so rude. I can't believe it.
didn't
You guys
know
are meant to get
about
so
it. Yeah.
ruined.
No, do you
I
think
don't-
he's
I
being
don't-
smart dodging the PB door? Nope.
Yeah, I actually exhausted all my options, right? And then I chose to. I knew it was PB locked, and I chose to do it because the alternative looked really bad, right?
If
It looks
I
really bad if
knew-
you look at it.
If I knew what you knew, that fillers are possible there, I'd
You
probably
would've done
make the
the same
same
thing.
call. But
Yeah,
I
you
just
would've done
didn't
the
think
same
it was. So
Yeah.
I think we I think we exhausted every option. Like you felt so bad when you speedboard behind Morph
Yes,
to
yes.
reserve, and you're like,
Yeah.
I looked at the map for about 2 minutes. I reckon. I'm like, what do I do? There's no way I'm going to Turin. And then as I'm running to Turin, like, this is, I can't believe this. Please
I
don't look
knew
at
it
me.
was I knew it could happen. I just chose to believe that it wasn't going to. So, yeah,
Mm.
because it's just so bad.
It
right?
feels terrible going to Turin there because you know you're going to be there anyway at the end of the game for
Yep.
Mother Brain.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I was just like,
yeah.
I don't want to do this at all. Not in the
Yeah.
slightest.
if charge isn't there, I'm like fifth or something. Like I'm actually so destroyed if charge isn't in there.
Yeah,
Because I
you-
just get the beam and then I check nothing else. And I'm sure you both, everyone was getting every major dot, and I just left them all. So yeah.
That's what you get for not breaking logic. Then that's what we would have said.
Yeah, exactly. You win.
That was a fun one. That was a fun
That's a
one.
good
I
scene.
can't believe
Yeah.
not break. I can't believe breaking logic because to me that felt huge to get that power bomb. And then when I went to Meridian and got all that ammo, I'm like, this is so insanely good compared to if I ever got logical power bombs. Yet you still won, which is kind of crazy to
Yeah.
me. But
It's
guess
just
that's how it
charge
is.
that did it. It's
Yeah,
all
exactly.
it was. Yeah, exactly. If it's not there, you'd be like, the seed would play out how you would expect a break like that to play out. But
Yeah.
Well, okay,
But I
hang
mean,
on,
like-
Neffy. I got a question though. You go into Turin. There's 5 majors there. So was it charge, plasma, ice, bombs?
okay, so it was charge and ice at Marmatique.
Oh,
And then you go get the bombs, which puts you able to do the GT jump, and then it's Spazer Plasma. I actually
Oh,
got Spazer
gosh.
first and played Plasma because it's like just there, and I'm like, yeah. And when it was Plasma, I couldn't believe it. So that was go mode.
Yeah.
Check nothing
Charge
else
ice
after
plasma.
that.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
charge ice plasma.
It's-
That's huge. Getting that
Yeah.
right away.
And grade.
And
great.
the boss, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an incredibly strong route.
That's what you get for following logic, guys. Come on. So you get
Yeah.
rewarded.
Alright. We're toast.
That's what Eddie's taught me all this time.
He didn't even know that you could get
He
power
didn't
bombs
even
down there. Why winning by getting lucky?
So good.
All right, that was fun.
Thanks, Aussie. Thanks,
Yeah,
Eddie.
thanks for letting us
Thanks,
take
WX.
over everything here.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting me in, guys.
Yeah,
It's
been fun.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
don't know what
watch
you're
it
doing
back.
here, Neffy.
All right, see
Yeah.
you. I'm out.
Steppy guy.
Oh,
Get
steady.
out of here.
All right.
Fine,
thanks for letting us
Neffy.
talk.
All right. Well, Aussie, Eddie, Baron, anything else before I get us on out of here?
Nope, that's it. GG Baron.
That's a resounding
thanks for the
no,
race.
apparently.
Comms, Aussie, WX, thanks for doing it. Tracking everyone. You're all great. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks all. Good race.
Yep. Thanks both of you for coming on. And once again, thanks to WX Fan for signing up to help me do commentary the race. And once again, tune into WX Fan's channel tomorrow night for the map randomizer tournament recap and was it top 8 prediction or preview?
Top 8
or
playoff. It's the top 8 preview.
8 match.
Where Eddie's
Yep.
already Venmoed me $50 to say great things about. I'm kidding.
Yeah, and Bash Simo. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great show. Big shout outs to Aussie. Appreciate you with the commentary and the tracking, pulling the double duty. For Baron and for Eddie and Aussie, I'm WXFan21 saying we'll see you Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Eddie versus Simo, best of 3.